The undefeated Sean O'Malley, of course. Another fight week for you. Will give us the feelings right now ahead of another big fight for you.
I feel good. I'm excited. The crowds are back, and I clearly don't need them to go out there and perform. I've proved that, and but the fact that they're coming back, it ups everything.
Yeah, wouldn't be the Sugar Show without a little bit of drama, right? I mean, you get the late switch up in opponent, but you tweeted out, I think, not surprised. I mean, so were you just the whole time really mentally preparing to have to switch things up?
It was weird. I just wasn't like when I got the call. Nothing. I was just like, I truly wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised that it happened. Yeah.
How about the opponent itself, right? Because it seemed like there was a list of people putting their names, put their hands in the air, and then you end up with a newcomer. Were you surprised at that they brought somebody in from outside the promotion?
They sent me a list of a couple guys, Simon being one of them. I told them, I said, I want to obviously stay on the card. I've had a great camp. My weight's trending for a bantamweight fight. Find me someone that can make 35. They sent me a list of a couple guys. Simon was the toughest one on there, and I picked him. They called me and said, oh, he can't make weight. So I don't know if it was just a miscommunication that he put his name in there for 45. But I was pretty clear with the UFC. I said I want to fight at 35. So I don't know. There was a lot of people on Twitter that called me out that weren't on that list. I don't know if I don't really know. I just I'm just happy I'm on the card at 35.
And that's a good thing. You're getting to compete, but does it feel almost like a no-win situation? I mean, obviously this guy comes in and shocks you. He's shocking the world. You beat him. It's like, oh, Malley beat another can. When are they ever going to test this guy?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's the word around town. It's a lot of people think it's a lose-lose for me. I make a lot of money, go out there and knock this kid out. This kid's tough. This is not, I watched one of his fights this morning for the first time. He's not just a scrub. He's not a nobody. He is kind of a nobody. No one really knows who he is, but to be fair, not a lot of people know who Simon is really. I mean, he's beat a couple dudes in the UFC. I couldn't tell you how many fights he's even had in the UFC. So yeah, he comes in there, shocks the world. It's a huge fight for him. Props for him just stepping up to take it. He might be thinking it's a win-win for him. He goes out there and loses. He's in the UFC. But I don't just knock people out. I change people's careers. I really, mentally, the way I knock people out, they gotta, they step into that cage, they're different the next fight out there. So this could be the beginning of his career, or this could be the end of his career. We'll see.
Nice. The last thing for me, I guess, what is the goal for it? I know you want to go out there and win, but it seems like you're pretty pumped up with fans back in the building. So does it feel like you want to go in there and put on even more of a show than normal, or do something extra special, those viral moments that you're famous for?
Yeah, I don't think I have to do anything extra special. I think everything I do is pretty special. It's pretty extra special anyway. I'm ready for 15-minute war. This kid's tough. My knockouts don't come from me trying to get viral knockouts. They come from, it's just my style. It's how I've been knocking people out since I was 16 years old. It just happens. And if I go out there and try to force something like that, that's when it gets, that's when it's dangerous for me. So I go out there, I'm ready for 15-minute war. Just so happens that I find people's chins in spectacular fashion.
Sean, over to your left over here. Recent interview you did, you were talking about how everyone wants to see you fight a wrestler, and that's something we haven't seen from you yet. So instead of getting a wrestler, have you ever thought about going into a matchup like this one, for example, and trying to show it off ahead of time before you get these wrestlers?
Well, people want to see me get wrestled. They don't want to see me wrestle. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm 26 years old. I got 10 years in the UFC. We're gonna see me fight a wrestler. That was the big one of the reasons I picked Simon. He literally, his game plan is to lay on me, and I wanted to go out there and put his lights out. So he missed a huge opportunity. He could even said, I'm gonna make 35, came in and missed weight, still gets to fight me on the biggest card, still gets knocked out, but gets to fight me. So yeah, I think I got 10 years of fighting. We're gonna see me fight a wrestler.
So are you kind of looking at Ricky next, or
no? He missed his opportunity, man. He really did. It sucks for him, but definitely not. I got someone in my mind who's gonna be next.
All That sounds good. And you're very popular on Twitch, been doing the gaming. So just curious, going back, like, what was your favorite game growing up?
Yeah, I get addicted to one game at a time. Some people play like 3-4 different games. I get addicted, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna be the best in the world at this game. Unrealistic. But favorite game growing up depends how old I was. Madden was up there. Call of Duty was up there. Halo at one point was up there. Probably Call of Duty if I had to pick one.
Best of luck, Sean. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sean, right here. How's the last few months been for you, like outside the octagon? Because we've seen you at the Triller shows, we've seen you at the concerts and everything. So, how's life been between fights?
Yeah. After I did the conference last time, I said I wanted to go to that fight, and you guys made it happen. So thank you. Yeah, the Triller event was nuts. It was fun. It was my first time going to like a big party like that. And it was fun. And that lifestyle can pull you in 100%. I could see how people get sucked into that. I think I partied like 3 weekends in a row, which was, I've never done that. It was fun. It was a really good time. Yeah, I'm very, very prepared.
Will you be going to the Jake Paul Woodley fight?
Where's that at? Is that Miami as well? No,
we don't know yet.
We don't know. I'm gonna be there 100%.
And then after your last fight, you said you were very excited specifically to fight Thomas Almeida because he's kind of flat-footed, goes forward, and you could do a lot of damage to him throughout the fight. Specifically with Chris, have you watched anything that shows that you are excited for this stylistic matchup?
Yeah, like I said, I watched him fight for the first time this morning. He likes to stand southpaw. I haven't really fought any southpaws, so that'll be interesting. But it doesn't really look like he's fought any southpaws, and I can literally stand both stances and be just as effective, offensive and defensive. I do that better than anybody in the UFC. So we'll see how he adapts to a southpaw and southpaw. I've knocked a lot of my first pro boxing fight. My only pro boxing fight was southpaw and southpaw, and I broke that dude's jaw. So we'll see which stance he wants to come out with.
Were you looking to fight a southpaw for this next fight, like specifically, or did it just happen you picked this fight and he's a southpaw?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know he was southpaw until this morning. I know Smolka. I'm pretty sure he's just orthodox. I think everyone kind of switches here and there a little bit, but I think Smolka was orthodox. And yeah.
And then 2 more quick ones. Will we see you courtside at the NBA Finals back home at all?
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, that would be insane. I went to the Lakers Suns game, and we were up in like the suites, and it's just not the same. I want to be courtside, or else I'd rather watch at home. But yeah, if we could make that happen, yeah.
Lil Wayne's been very loud courtside for those fights.
Yeah.
Those games.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's definitely something I would like to do.